Before we get started, why does he have two of the exact same guns in different colors? If you make him angry, does he go to the orange one, but normally uses the red one? Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. So, in the last day and a half, I've bought a Prowler utility, a Guardian MX, Eclipse, and an Intrepid in some combination of real cash, store credit, UEC, and about 10 paint jobs on top of that. So which one am I here to show you today? It's the Intrepid. So let's talk about it real quick. Let me pull up screen capture and turn it on so you can see it. So this is the Intrepid. This is from Crusader Industries. It costs very little money in comparison to everything else I had on my list. This is a $65 ship if you pay for it with real cash, and I think it's 700,000 ISKIs, credits, UEC, whatever they are. Hold on. If we go to... Don't go anywhere, buddy. There we go. Buddha? Nope. We lost him. Oh, there he is. Come on. You're okay. You say hi? Yeah, you gonna say hi? Are you a good buddy? Oh, don't smack me in the face. Oh, such a good boy. Such a good boy. And there's Shorty behind him. It's 45 minutes to dinner time, so their dinner's late as far as they're concerned. At least as far as Shorty's concerned. Buddha doesn't probably care too much. Okay, hop down. Good boy. Good boys. Okay. Oh, and Jade's under my feet, the cat as well. Everybody wants their dinner. There we go. So, the Intrepid, what is it? Well, it says right here, it is a versatile starter ship and light hauler built with true Crusader quality. So listed as a transport light freight and at $65, it is a starter ship. If we take a look at the options here, you can see it can be bought as just a standalone ship for $65. You can get it as your package starter to play the game for $80. And obviously you can upgrade it. What is our final? I guess that's both pages. There's 2 pages there. This is both of them. Has a bunch of paints. I have it in one that I don't see listed. Well, the one I got it. I don't know. I don't know why it's not listed. The paint I got is a chairman's whatever required paint scheme, but I think it should still be listed. I mean, I'm a chairman. I'm the one looking at the page. As you can see, it has one size 4 weapon. You know, kind of like the Ares or the Inferno, with the one big side-mounted cannon. I think this one can be swapped, though. We'll find out here in a minute. And then a couple size 1 missiles. Yeah, and 8 SCU of cargo. So enough probably to do rookie cargo missions. You know, some small ones, stuff like that running around. Enough, especially if this is your starter ship. So I think what I want to do with it today, first of all, we will go back to game capture in my Wicklow jacket. He paid me for that advertising spot. That was product placement. That got me a favor right there. This is our new Crusader Intrepid in the paint scheme whose name I can't remember and wasn't listed there. I think it's going to be kind of the gray and gold, similar to the one that was on... yeah, pretty much exactly the same as the one that's on my Heartseeker. My Super Hornet. It looks good in this paint scheme, though. I like it, though. Yeah, not a bad-looking ship. You know, pretty similar to a lot of stuff. You can definitely see the design cues there. With the one big cannon off to the side and the asymmetrical cockpit kind of layout. Kind of like you know, like a Millennium Falcon, right? Cockpit on one side, something else sticking out on the other side. It's reversed from the Falcon, and obviously the Falcon had the gun and turrets instead of one big fixed cannon. But still, cool looking. Let's see. I see a ramp access. Where's the ramp access? Oh, okay. So we've got a ramp here, and we've got a cargo door and back. Let's go ahead and start with the ramp access. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. That might be my favorite side door entry into a ship so far. We'll take a look at the cockpit in a second. Let's come back down here. Again, we've got that asymmetrical layout, so, you know, pretty cool. I like this. I like this a lot. We've got a seat, a little table, cup holders, right? Little spot to store your food, an actual working fridge. Well, I don't know if it keeps stuff cold, but someplace you could actually put stuff. Coffee maker. I'm going to assume, is that whole thing just a coffee maker? I mean, it says ready and cleaning. It's a lot of space for just a coffee maker. Let's assume that's partly a vacuum, right? You can pull that handle open, put something in it. That's what we're going to assume, because otherwise it doesn't make a lot of sense. We've got a nice bed. We've got storage up top, nice and easy to find, unlike the Corsair where it's that drawer at the bottom that's impossible to find. We've got a large gun rack, a regular gun rack with some pistols. Yeah, nice. Nice. I don't see... Oh, is this our arm? This is probably going to be the bathroom. I say I don't see an armor rack, but they don't work anyway, so who cares? And you can just put it in your normal storage. So, oh, it's right here. It's right here in front of me. There we go. There's our armor rack. So, all our basic storage. Looks good. I really like this, guys. I think this looks really good. It's got to be the cargo bay there, I guess. Engineering terminal. Okay. Let's open that. I think that's just components. Oh, nice, easy component layout. I like this a lot. But we can't get to... Wait. We can't get to the cargo from... Oh. Open. We can. And then probably that drops down so you can get to it from inside too? Oh. Okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down. All right, let's see how this works. We've got 2 cargo bays then. So not necessarily the easiest thing to load, right? You're going to have to kind of slide something in from one end to the other. Looks like from the back's going to be the easiest, and then you're going to have to kind of fit it in there. But all in all, that's a really good ship. Is this my new favorite starter? Do you guys want to see like a ranking of starter ships? A look at my cost, you know, okay, we've got some $20, $35 ones. We've up to about 65, I guess I would consider a starter ship. Excuse me. Maybe 80. I mean, if you pay for a AAA game today, $80 is probably fair, but 65 plus the game package makes this 80. So let's say 65 would be the top of our kind of our list of starter ships. You guys let me know if you're interested in something like that. I have spent some real money, and I've spent about 10 million in-game currency as well over the last couple days between ships, paint schemes, and attritions. Wow, that looks good. All right, let me find a mission. Oh, we'll take a look at the cockpit. We haven't done that yet. I better, before we do that, let me put on some armor just in case the mission I take requires me to go planet side. So I will see you in a minute when we're ready to fly it, and we'll do a take. We'll show the cockpit. We'll take off. We'll do a spinny. You know what I'm saying? The normal, the huge. I considered grabbing a Devastator Rager shotgun. You know, just a different color than the other guy had, just to keep the theme going. All right, I do have one tip for you while we walk out there, because I see everybody. Almost everybody just sprinting everywhere they go. Sorry, my eye itches. Allergies are kicking my butt today, I think. I see everybody sprinting like they've got, you know, the toggle on, and so I've got two things. One, if you're going to wear heavy armor, don't wear heavy legs. Your speed is determined by the legs of your armor set, not your overall armor set. Not your overall weight or anything like that. So you can always put light legs on. Generally when you're at least PvE, you're behind something, you're in cover, and as such, your legs aren't likely to get hit anyway, so don't mess with it. And second of all, let me zoom this down. You know, if you're like, this is way too slow, I just can't handle it, and that's why I must sprint around like a, you know, like a crack addict, you can just use your mouse wheel to slowly go a little bit faster till you find something that kind of suits and is reasonable to walk around in, and you don't feel the need to sprint even though you're walking 2 steps across the elevator just to push the button, right? And you can go all the way up to kind of a full sprint that way. So I tend to leave it kind of just in kind of this jog, right? Just till it breaks into there. All right, let's grab a mission. Oh, and we'll see the ship. Having said all that, may as well close these. If I get a mission here, I'll move over closer to the cargo bay. This is too far to deal with that. There, I just did my little sprint half a step sideways. All right, so we've got the cockpit here. Let's go ahead and go. Looks nice on either side there. I see oxygen and other things. Okay. MFT-wise, we've got the 2 main ones, which are easily seen, and then we've got... That's it. That's it. Radar's in the middle. Nothing fancy as far as that goes. We've got a few buttons down here, but not many. Active scanning. No idea what that is because it doesn't say. Enable VTOL. Open exterior. Okay. So it does have VTOL. So let's go ahead and hit that and see if that makes a change to our ship. It does. The wings pop up just like so many of the other Crusader ships. And will pop us in the air a little bit. I hit N. There they go. There they go. Just a little bit of a delay there. It is a weekend after all. It looks good. It's a good-looking ship. What do you guys think? All right, let's see if we can find a mission. Let's do a couple. Let's do a bounty hunter. How about if we can find... That's moderate, high. Let's do low. I know this low pays less than our very low, but let's go up 1 level. Let's see if we can deal with this, and we'll just kind of how it goes. Realistically, with the 1.4, we could probably do a moderate with this, but this is a starter ship. Let's start. You know what I'm saying? So we'll grab that one. And then the other thing I want to grab is a hauling mission. A rookie mission of some sort that requires obviously 8 or less, right? I mean, we've got some experienced ones here. Now, look, we're not really that far off. Even at experienced I can't talk, level, we could still run missions in this. It's going to take a couple trips, but not a lot. I mean, this is 1 trip, 2 trip, 3 trip, right? And these are all just moving stuff into Bajini. So you could do this in 3 trips, make your 134, which isn't terrible. It's not great. I mean, we can probably get a mission for 50, but it may be a mission that requires us to do multiple stops too. So, again, here you go. Probably 3 missions, right? That is 1 run from, I guess we're picking up all this from Bajini. So let's see, mining 4856. Okay, it's 4 stops. So you could do that as 1 run. Well, you may as well do the ice and then come back and do 2 runs from that. You know, so it's not going to be a huge amount per run, but you could do this. There you go, right there. Experience planetary small haul. 6, 8. It's going to take you 2 runs, but barely. Like you can do it. All right, let's go. We're looking for a rookie, though. That's 11. 4 and 5, 9, just now we could still run it, right? And just not deliver the last one. Still turn it in. We wouldn't get the full money. We'd probably get 40 grand out of it. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. So we're looking for what is called an extra small or a very small. Now at a junior rank, that's still 11, but I'm guessing at a rookie length, I would think we should be able to find something. Extra small. There we go. Bajini point to Riker. We will do that on the way back because we, I think we're at Riker right now. So, Bajini's right above us. So let's go ahead. Let's see what this other one is. That one's 10. This one's 11. So what you could do is, this is actually a really good place to do this. Notice all of these are extra small. They're all running from Bajini to Riker. So you can go ahead and grab these. Now you can only carry 8 at a time, right? Okay, you're like, oh, gee, you know, this one's got 6, but that gives me 2 extra. If I've taken these both at once, I can grab 2 more at this one, right? And next time I come back, I can do this. 2 runs completes 2 contracts, right? And this one's 11, this one's 9. Okay, that's going to take us 3, but, you know, in 4, we can probably get, you know, 3 missions done. Here's another 6. So you could kind of run this, and then as you get a bigger ship, you can run 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I think you can easily get something like 9, kind of these small missions, as well as like, I think if you throw 1 medium in there and put it in like a normal medium cargo ship like you'd have. So this one is aluminum. What was the top one? Corundum. You know, Corundum just sounds cooler. So we're going to accept that. So there we go. We got 2 missions. Let's fly out and we'll see about the first one. As long as we're waiting, let's take a look, see what our power is. Looks like we've got plenty of power for what we've got. We've got 1 extra for life support, if and when that becomes a thing. So for the moment, we're good. We've got everything we need. In fact, we've got 2 extra power. So we could put maybe a gun on here that requires more. What gun do we have? We've got... Perp is on. You guys haven't played the Clan Invasion mod for MechWarrior. Go take a look at it. Obviously, with a clan game out, you know, MechWarrior 2 Clans, it was gives you an official option, but if you want to play the first MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, it's a Rhino. Okay. With clans, check it out. Oh, wrong direction. Wrong direction. Shameless plug for Perp there. I don't know how involved he is with that, or if he is involved with that anymore, but that's how I met him. Ah, it does look good, huh? I like it. I like the kind of the little extra little colors, the cross swords on the top for Crusader. That's a nice touch. What do we got underneath? Anything fancy? Nope. Let's not just crash into the planet. Instead, let's go up. You can see I died recently. It happens. Well, as we get up high enough to warp, this would be good for courier missions. There aren't any in Stanton, but I think there are some in Pyro, and hopefully they'll come back to Stanton at some point. They've been in the game in Stanton in the past. There's no reason why they can't be here now. Do I still have... My wings are still up. Oh, because I'm in VTOL. There we go. Now become side thrusters. Anyway, this would be an excellent ship for that. All right, you find us inborn on our way down to Teddy's Playhouse on Lyra. We're looking for Hisashi Ridley. It's a good name, actually. I like that name. We're going to get in here about now, switch to actual, where do we see him? We saw him back over there. Well, put us back in the scan mode, that's fine. I'm assuming this is him here. Looks like. Well, we got 2 missiles, right? We're gonna have to be a little bit closer for him. We may as well run them both out at the same time. Ooh, that's him up there.
Missile locked.
We'll run it a little bit longer. We'll get rid of this guy, then we'll just use the guns on the other guy. 7. There's a little arrow at the top left there that follows down. That's your range for your missile. We've got at least, what, 3 guys? Potentially? Anyway, that's your missile range, like how close you are. I think that is probably fine. Got a hit. Whoops. Come on, come on. I'm on gun. Oh, there we go. I wasn't seeing my pip. Then I lost it because of the bug. This is really annoying, and unfortunately it's in the same, why don't I have a pip? I mean, I'm still getting hits, but it'd be nicer to have a pip. Why don't I have a pip? That's fine. We'll just do this old school. Ooh. Let's burst out of here. We don't want the, You know what? This is the only one we have to kill. Ooh. Oh, hey. Man, that guy wants to... he's got a death wish, huh? He doesn't want to fight. He wants to... Let's boost this thing around. Without a pip, I'm not going to try to death roll this thing. We have got rid of his shield. I'll be honest with you guys, I am shocked I'm getting these hits without a pip, but you know what? It's a very intuitive... It's a very intuitive ship to fly. It's a very intuitive ship to shoot with. I like it a lot.
Attack on shields.
Didn't get much that time, though. Cursed myself. Get some shots on him. At least make sure he doesn't get his shields back. Boost the turnaround. Let's get it back on his tail. He's going to ground. Oops, way too far. There we go. Get some shots. There we go. Yeah, no pip at all makes this a little more difficult. Not quite sure if it's a bug or if it's... Everyone's... Oh, there we go. No, that's my, We got like a reverse pip going on? Is that what we got going on? Maybe that's what it is. It's a I got reverse pip. Ah, I might have reverse pip on somehow.
On shields.
Oops. Ah, that's what we got going on. All right. All right, let's see if we can make this happen then. I don't like it, but I also don't want to leave the fight. I do kind of want to practice my reverse pips, because on bigger ships it makes a lot more sense, because then you can kind of you can more easily direct your shots to the locations you want them in. like this. What did I say this was? The Rhino? I think this is Rhino.
On shields.
Well, I might. I know. Where's my gunnery? No, lag pips isn't on. Let's turn it on. Let's see if that does something. I just don't... There we go. Did I have a target before and I was just reading it completely wrong? Is that entirely possible?
Contact.
I don't think so. I don't think I had a gimbal. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm an idiot. It happens sometimes. More often than I would like to. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think I'm getting a pip at all. Are you seeing a pip? I mean, I've got my targeting there, but I don't have a pip. Right? We put on lag pip. I still don't have a pip.
On shields.
We'll just finish him the old-fashioned way. Windage and guessing. Like old-fashioned Knights of the Air. Curse you, Red Baron.
Target destroyed.
Woohoo! You know what? Did we go after somebody else? Sure. What do we got here? Feeling cocky. So there were, what, 3 of them total? Alright, your shields are gone.
Attack on shields.
We've got a little bit of damage in on him. Is it a Mustang? Get a wing. We got a wing? I think we got a wing. Oh, different one.
Target destroyed.
Just about got. We got his shields down again. Otherwise, he's Ooh, that was a pretty good run. That was a pretty good run. Yeah, if you don't have a pip, this is actually a really good gun.
Target destroyed.
Let's get out of here. We need to be at least 3,000 kilometers up so we can get out of hostile territory. And there we go. Mission done. Let's verify it shows complete. As far as I know, it should. Oh, it's not journal. Let's go contracts. History. Done. Got it. All right. So, next one. Maps. Off to Bajini, right? Off to BJ Station. Collect. It's got a good top speed of 227. It's a very nimble handling ship so far. We'll take a look at the numbers here in just a second. But so far, I'm impressed.
Landing gear down.
Apparently I have a random t-shirt here. Not sure why, but we'll grab it. Probably doesn't matter. It's going to end up... Oh, it's an Argo. Back at my home base, assuming it survives the... the patch. All right. A little bit farther forward. So the question is, how easy is it going to be to load? So I don't think it's going to be too bad. You do kind of want to have a straight shot in. Well, that's going to be annoying because you have to be high enough to get over the lip, but low enough that you can get under. I think there's going to be a lot of this where you kind of inch it. Okay, I think we're there. You inch it forward. So not the easiest. Let's go like right here where we've got a great shot down the gullet. Of course, I did this wrong because I should have taken the ones from that side for this. But that's okay. Figuring out our technique. Up a little bit, but not up too much. We went too far. There we go. Yeah, so maybe positioning the ship is more important. I just kind of got us generally in the area. You know what? I was going to do 3 and 3, but I think I'm going to be lazy and we're just going to put this one right there. I would say maybe the direct competitor to this would be the Nomad. How much does a Nomad cost? Hold on. I know I did a review of it, or a first look, or whatever you want to call it. First, let's take a look at technical specs. 227 is the top speed. Not too bad. Pretty happy with that. Specifications, we got all the length, the size, the mass, the cargo. 1225 is our afterburner speed, so pretty good for that. Is there anything else I cared about? It doesn't show us yaw roll thrust here, does it? Propulsion, maybe? Quantum, thrusters, no. Systems. We can fix that. We can fix it. We can make it better. Well, I don't know if it's fixed, but it'll be different. We want, it is Crusader Intrepid. Here we go. Pitch yaw roll. 48, 48, 145. Boosted 58, 54, 174. Let's go to, as long as we're here, let's pull up the Nomad. Is that, who makes the Nomad? Is it an Anvil? Nope. Oh, it is Crusader's. Oh, Consolidated Outland. There we go. Okay, so Consolidated Outland has 3 size 3 guns as opposed to 1 size 4. As set up, 708 versus 436. So more firepower than this does. Let's go ahead. Let's put attritions on these. That takes us to 815. just so we're comparing apples to apples, really expensive guns that Eric shouldn't buy but is somehow addicted to really expensive guns Eric is somehow addicted to. 1245 to 815. So you are getting an extra 50%. So that 1 size 4 is equal to about 2 size 3s. So you're coming out ahead 1 size 3. All right. 16,000 in missile damage, 2,000. The Nomad is a significantly more dangerous ship as far as that goes. It does have a bubble shield of 4,500 and 168 hit points per second versus 1,574 hit points per second. So yeah, it's a much better combat ship, it looks like. Do we have anything? 45, 120. All right, is not as nimble. Not as nimble. Not far off it though. And its cargo capacity is 24 SCUs. So the Nomad carries 3 times as much, has 50% more firepower, significant, well, in guns, missiles is even more, and has a shield that's 3 times as big because it's got 3 shields, 3 size 1 shields versus, I'm guessing 1 size 1, 1 size 1. I'm having a hard time making a case for the Intrepid over the Nomad, except that I think I like it better. I know that's not a great selling point. Let's look up the Nomad here. Let's see what the cost difference is, if there is one. A little bit more. It's $15 more, starting wise. I think I sold my Nomad, by the way. I had one, but I never flew it. I got it just more or less for the review. I might buy one in credits. I think I paid real money for the first one. Long-range, multi-purpose freighter featuring distinctive style design. Open flatbed holds 24 SC of cargo. Configurable guns and built-in missiles offer stout offensive and defensive. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it shows no missiles there, though. So, stock-wise, but it does have the 3 size 3. Interesting. All right, cost $80. So if you get it as a package, you're up to $95. So this does get it out of my starter world, right? Because I kind of said $85, or $80, and this starts at 80. So this one, now it is considered a starter pack, right? It is a starter ship, but this starts to get out of kind of the standard. I'm buying a AAA game. Especially considering buying a AAA game that's in alpha, right? There's a risk of that. It may not get finished. I don't think something's happening. I mean, there will be a game at this point, but it may not be the game you expect. It may not be the game you paid for. I'll tell you that when I originally backed this on Kickstarter or whatever we were on for the initial backing, this game is significantly different than what we expected. I would say it's pretty much in line with what he wanted, but much different than what was promised. Bigger, a lot bigger, but that of course means it's had an extra, 10 years of development beyond probably what the original game would have taken. So, there's that, so let's not, until you like the game, and if you're looking at a video on starter ships, you're probably right in that thinking about it. I would caution not throwing money at it. Don't be me. Granted, I've thrown money at it for 15 years now, whatever it is. But is there anything off screen? No. So I would say for the extra $15, from a straight value standpoint, that's probably money well spent. I don't know what it costs in game. Does the DPS calculator tell us? Does it give us a career starter, size 2, claim time? Here we go. Stanton shops. Looks like it costs the same. Astro Armada, new deal, 705, right? And, that's the Intrepid. That's why it costs the same, because it is the same. Double. All right. So it is more than double the cost in credits. That seems more in line with what I would expect. And I think those value propositions are about the same. If the Intrepid is worth the 700,000, then the Nomad's probably worth double that. With the 50% more guns, potentially more shields, or more missile racks, although the one didn't show any. And I don't remember if mine did have them or not. They show up here, so maybe it just doesn't come with them, but you can add them. Like my Pisces doesn't come with guns on it, but it's got the hard points for it. Yeah, I buy that. More cargo. This is maybe the stepping ladder, right? You go Intrepid into the Nomad. You've got more guns. You've got more everything. You earn your 1.5 million flying this, and then you step into it. I think that's fair. Or you play the game with the Intrepid for a little while, decide you like it, and decide 15 more bucks is worth the trade up, right? Because then you could trade your Intrepid in on your Nomad. I think that's probably fair. I think that's worth it. So I'm going to end the episode here. I know we haven't turned in the mission yet, but I don't think we need to really what we wanted to know was how hard was it to load. And I think that answer is, it's not terrible. I mean, you're only loaded in 8, so even though it's a little fiddly, it's a little fidgety, it ain't going to take you that long. I will say I really like the Rhino on this. You know, without a pip like we had, which was a little bit of annoying, and you see my lag pip is back on, even though I thought I turned it off, but maybe not. HUD. Do I have something off on the HUD? No. Everything's set up there. I think we just got a bug. Everything else looks like it should be for my default. I would say it's a very fun starter ship. Is it significantly more capable than some of the others? Let's hold on. Hold the horses. Hold your horses. Let's back this up. And maybe I need to have I done a video on the Aurora yet? Let's look at Super Cheap. Now I was thinking about doing a series, and you guys can let me know where I'll start another account. I'll buy a starter ship, and we'll kind of do a 0 to hero. Aura, is that how I spell it? Aurora. There we go, Aurora. We can get into an Aurora ES for 20 bucks. All right, the LX isn't available at the moment. I don't remember which one I have. I have one of them. Let's if we back way off, and we say, okay, I definitely don't want to spend a lot of money. This one does not include a package. I do love the green and gold paint on these, though, by the way. Okay, so this one, let's see how cheap we can get into a game package. I wouldn't buy this ship without a game package, if I'm honest. I don't think it's worth. I like mine, but see, there's our hauler, our advanced hauler. An advanced duelist. What is the... Oh, okay. They see it as a step up, too. It's the hauler starter pack to the advanced starter pack. Hauler starter pack. The Seeker starter pack, that's like an explorer ship. It's the Pisces. Again, it's a fun one. So it looks like the cheapest starter pack is this. Let's take a look. See what do we get. We get a Mustang Alpha, which is a perfectly fine ship. Let's jump into it real quick here. So it's a $30 ship as opposed to a $60 ship, plus the starter package. It takes you up to $1,495. Now it's just an extra 15 bucks. So essentially half. All right, so let's see if that value proposition follows from here. We've got 2 size 1 guns. We've got 4 SCU of cargo. So half the cargo, which we've seen, there's not any real missions that you can do that are only going to be 4 cargo. So even at the beginning, I've seen a handful of very small missions that are that. But realistically, you're looking at 2 runs for any hauling mission. 2 size 1 guns is probably not enough to do anything more than the very, very basic combat missions. In my opinion, as far as bounty hunter, like very low risk. don't know that there's a whole lot you're going to be able to do with this ship, if I'm honest, other than use it to fly you places. With 4 SCU cargo, you could do courier missions when they come back. You can obviously do bunkers and do kind of the ground game, the mercenary game. You're going to want to do protect sites and stuff like that, because clearly you're not going to be able to carry a vehicle. You can get pretty close with this, I'm guessing. As far as getting in, under the hills, it's a small ship. You can probably get within a kilometer and a half. But realistically, you're going to be walking in for any of the ones that are hostile. I don't know that this is worth it as a starter ship. I don't think this ship gets you into enough game loops. This video got much longer than I expected it to be worth it. I would say right now the Intrepid is a ship that gets you into it. Clearly there are steps ups from it. But I would say
6.5 hours later.
16,000 missile damage, 28,000 missile damage. Saiulin's the better combat ship. I would say if you want combat, go with the Saiulin. Yeah. The Nomad, much better cargo. So maybe it's a combination of the two, but it is more expensive than both of them. Oh, and I'm not even fucking looking at the damn screen. God damn it. Hold on. Let you see what I'm seeing. Here we go. Nomad, 1629, all attritions. Has all its... I'm going to back up here a little bit. For those of you that are wondering why there's a weird abrupt cut, it's because I wasn't showing the screen while I was talking significantly about it as I went back and forth. Hopefully I found the correct place to edit this in so that it makes sense. All right, this is the Nomad with attritions on. It makes 1,629 DPS. It's got a bubble of 4,500, which isn't huge. And we've already talked about its cargo of what did I say, 4? Cargo, it says 24 here. That's not what it said here though, right? Here it says 6. That must have been changed since last time we did. Or maybe it's been changed back. Well, poop. If this is the number here, this is a toss-up between it and the Intrepid. Better, more guns, a lot more missiles, slightly less cargo. All right. But if it's got 24 SCU, oh, that's a Nomad. Yes, 24. That's what it's supposed to have. Cargo. I don't see. Oh, here we go. No, that's power consumption. It doesn't show cargo here at all. But supposedly it has 4. So, what does it cost in game? 2,700,000. Holy shit. All right. Well, the value is still the Intrepid. And values the Intrepid. But something I missed when talking about the Nomad. Notice our energy here. We don't have enough energy to run everything. If we turn this on like we're supposed to, like it had it on, right? Can we turn the coolers on more? Oh, we don't have any more power. So if we have the coolers on, we can't run shit. Right, so if we bring it down to here, we can get most of our shields. Right, now this is not talking about total, it's just talking about how fast it refreshes. But we only got 2 points into our guns. So 1245 versus the Saiulin with the same guns, 3 attritions, size 3, is the 1629 because it's got enough power to run everything with the exception of the engines. And I think that's fine. It's got enough to get your boost because this is just going to be your boost, right? This is how fast does your boost refresh. So that's with a cooler running, it can run everything. This can't. This is kind of stock loadout right here. So we'd have to turn one of these off, which is fine. We lose a lot of cooling efficiency when we do that. But we can't put them down to 1 because they have a minimum of 2. This gets us our guns. That gets us up to our 1629. We still don't have max shield output. So even though the Nomad is capable of a pretty good number, both DPS and shield regenerate wise, it's not capable of it without you making decisions. Right now we're down to just 1 pip into engines and we've turned off 1 cooler and we're not even running it at full power. And it's got a tractor beam, but we've got it turned off as well. Whereas the Saiulin Notice though, let's see, 4,500 bubble shield, 3,000 bubble shield. So it has a smaller shield, 147 recharge, 168 recharge, close to max. Has enough to run pretty much everything in a normal usable state without having, it only has one cooler to start with, right? But, so realistically, its cooling efficiency isn't any better than the Nomad is. But as far as stock loadout, with everything that's in it, this can essentially run everything at max or enough. Whereas the Nomad, you're going to have to make decisions as to what you're turning off or what you're running at minimum. And the Intrepid runs everything and has power to burn. So you could upgrade something, put a bigger shield in it, for instance. Let's see, this is a civilian grade B. That's not a terrible shield to start with, is it? So let us look at, well, that only takes 2 as well. We could, however, if we wanted big numbers, we could go up to an industrial, right? And we still have the power to run that. And now we're up slightly bigger shield, 2,200. Still not huge, but something. The Nomad still beats us because it's got 3. Now they are grade C, but 3 of them as opposed to the 1 we have access to. So only 1 power plant, 1 power plant, 1 power plant. We do have the 2 coolers here as well, whereas we just have kind of 1 of everything. Yeah. I think the Intrepid's the better value of all of them. In-game, because of in-game pricing, you know, it's half of the cost of one and 1/4, less than 1/4 the cost of the other. But if we're talking real money, I think they're probably pretty equally. I think they're probably a pretty good value. It's an equal value proposition. Slightly more money for the other 2 ships, but you get more ship. So is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this one's so long. Wasn't my intent to ramble. Again, if you're interested in kind of either a starter ship, a more rigorous starter ship comparison, or with like spreadsheets and shit, or kind of a 0 to hero, we'll start a new character package with a base ship and kind of see how long it takes us to get up to, I don't know, a Hull C or something like that. Depending on the gameplay loop we want to do. Maybe we could do a starter ship in Pyro. That might be fun, actually. Let me know if you want to see that if you're still here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers.